Good day, everyone. How are you? Can't hear your answer, of course, but it's always nice to be asked. And today, with BT15 out, I'd like to talk about the next Digimon TCG release, ST17 Advanced Deck Set Double Typhoon. Double Typhoon is aimed at buffing decks that utilize Lopmon and Terriermon. However, its cards are so strong that they could be used in other green decks generically. In its introduction in EX4 Alternative Being, the Lopmon Terriermon deck were completely based on the keyword Alliance, which allows you to suspend another Digimon to gain that Digimon's DP and an additional security attack during the attack. This allowed them to evolve with the inheritables of the level 3s and provided in the set. On top of that, they had a strong option card, Heaven's Judgment. It reduced any of your opponent's Digimon's DP by 6k for each color you had on the field. While no one will deny the power of Alliance, the deck was clunky because it didn't do much other than make big swings that die easily in security. Additionally, the Digimon you usually suspend with Alliance had small DP. Lastly, this deck was very reliant on its tamer Henry Wong and Shu Chong Wong, which was both good and bad. Good in that it gets a consistent source of Alliance targets, but bad because the Digimon played is deleted at the end of your opponent's turn, reducing the amount of level 3s to use as its inheritables. However, these problems were now less of a problem with the new cards. First, the namesake of the set, Double Typhoon. This new option card can search Digimon and Tamers and have you later play a Lopmon or Terriermon. Keep in mind, this Terriermon or Lopmon can still Digivolve, allowing for stronger alliances. Additionally, you can just play Floodgate Terriermon to ruin your opponent if they require gaining memory other than Tamer effects. The level 4s are also powerful, being able to get an alliance target, gaining jamming, or even DP reduction. The level 5 Rapidmon is also extremely powerful, being able to de-Digivolve and be immune to many effects if you have a Tamer. The new Cherubimon is alright, the new eggs are great, the new Tamer is decent, but the real stars of the show are the level 3s and Ace. Starting with Mega Gargomon Ace, he is very impactful. Being able to prevent your opponent from unsuspending and Digivolving is very strong. Additionally, he can do 2 swings or end its turn unsuspended. And because it doesn't have to evolve on a level 5 Rapidmon, your opponent also has to worry about level 4s during counter timing. Next is the overpowered level 3s. Terriermon can play any Lopmon or any Tamer for 2 less cost. This is crazy because with Tamers like Willis or Mimi, you can get a new stack started for the next turn. Additionally, it can play the new Lopmon, which can give any Digimon Alliance. This one bunny can make any Digimon gain an additional 1 KDP at minimum, and an additional security attack. Lastly is the new option card, Giant Missile. It is an amazing piece of removal because each effect can target different targets. First, you suspend any Digimon, and then you bottom deck any suspended Digimon, and then one Digimon cannot unsuspend regardless if it was suspended or not. This is great because it can affect both big stacks and wide boards, so be wary of that. Like Advanced Deck Set Beelzemon before it, these cards revive a dead deck to make it more competitive. Even though it shies away from its original concept wasn't that good, so not having to rely on Reliances actually made the deck way better. The deck can now easily search for pieces and later make big plays thanks to Double Typhoon, and it can play minimal level 5s because Mega Gargomon doesn't actually need to evolve on a level 5. This deck gains so much momentum for each card that they added, so now each level is very impactful. Being able to prepare for the next turn or make 2 security checks without DP, it's hard to deal with sometimes. Now, with cards this powerful, no wonder they can be used generically. They have their own place in other green decks as a sort of engine. More notably, they can be used easily in Tyrannomon and Leopardmon. Both decks generally appreciate more searching power, more ways to get tamers, more ways to increase DP, and more ways to spam said tamers. Both decks can also use cards like BT11 Tyrannomon and BT11 Panjamon to spam other tamers like BT11 Taiga or Green Memories setters. Where they really differ is the application. For instance, here we'll Digivolve Metal Tyrannomon into Rust Tyrannomon Ace, suspending all of my opponent's Digimon. Then I'll attack using Alliance to gain an additional security attack. And since we have Taiga on the board, Piercing still goes through. And additionally, Rust Tyrannomon aces when all turns, it deletes a Digimon and trashes the opponent top security. That's already 3 checks, and then you unsuspend because in this instance we're using level 6 Digimon. Then we attack the other Digimon, Alliance with Lopmon, and do another 2 checks. We unsuspend again and attack for game. On the other hand, Leopardmon takes full advantage of being able to spam Digimon. For instance, Leopardmon can play Terriermon, which can then play Lopmon. And from there, you can do way more things than just put another Digimon on the field, and you barely have to pay any memory. Now looking at future sets, this deck does something a little odd. This advanced deck set splits into different decks: Rapidmon Armor and Cherubimon Alliance. Rapidmon Armor takes full advantage of not really needing level 5s, so they have more room for other cards, and they can simply just go into level 6s without needing to pay more memory for a level 5. Cherubimon Alliance is more how the deck was in EX4. Instead, now with the new Shuchang Long, they can go from a level 4 to a level 6 in a single swing. Also, the new Cherubimon Ace is very powerful if you were gone wide. There's also Armor Vaccine, but I'll talk about that when I talk about BT16. In conclusion, ST17 Advanced Deck Set Double Typhoon provides several extremely good additions to nearly any green deck. It improves the deck it was originally designed for, and makes an engine of sorts for green decks that either loves wide boards or spamming tamers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like or subscribe, and leave a comment if you would like to have more discussions on the upcoming deck. Next time, I will ramble about a singular card, and no, that is not a joke.
All my fellas.